Hello there, and welcome to More Movies Weekly number 6. Can you believe it, Dave? We're already on episode number 6.
Number 6, we're getting through them. We are
getting through them. If you haven't joined us before now, welcome to the show. If you have, welcome back. My name's Greg Fisher. I'm joined, of course, by the main man himself, El Capitan, Dave Roberts. Let's get on with another weekly. Okay, so yeah, it has been a weekend, hasn't it, my friend?
It certainly has. Jam-packed. It's the biggest weekend of the year for...
It's like Christmas for movie lovers. It was the Oscars. So yeah, we stayed up all night. We were live blogging. Well, you were. I was live tweeting all through the evening. Enjoyed the ceremony together through a video call. Great fun.
As I'm sure many people did. Although... just reading this morning, it had its lowest viewing figures ever, unfortunately.
Wow.
But I think that's a lot to do with the pandemic and kind of, it wasn't as glitzy a show as usual, I guess, you know.
Well, yeah, before we go into the whole Oscars thing, I was just going to tell you that I watched The Father this weekend. Anthony Hopkins, who obviously won Best Actor, even though that was a controversial thing, apparently. I don't know why. But anyway, I really enjoyed the movie. Thought it was very powerful, fantastic performance from him. I've done a Film in 5 review. If you want to check it out, there's a link below.
As you say, it is a really amazing film, really powerful.
Yeah.
Well deserving of the Oscar for Hopkins, I think. And,
yeah, definitely.
A very moving and sad film. Yeah,
it was sad. It was very sad.
Very powerful.
You know, it's not going to be a bag of laughs, is it, considering the subject matter?
No, of course not.
What about you, pal? You been watching anything cool?
Well, I, of course, tuned in and watched the new Mortal Kombat film.
Finish him!
Mindless kind of ninja, karate, kung fu action, just like the old Van Damme movies of the 80s. It was great fun, full-on R-rated blood and guts. It packed everything in there, no punches pulled. It was fun, it was funny. It was surprisingly good because I kind of went in thinking, oh, this might be a bit rubbish.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised to hear that because from yourself, that's quite a glowing report. And you usually are quite harsh with your estimation of films, I've found over the years. So I'm quite surprised to hear you enjoyed that. It must mean that it's got something going for it.
Yeah, there was, it was particularly funny lines and moments, and I was happy that they went full on violence with it. They didn't tame it back, which I think, considering the video game, it had to be. And yeah, really good. There'll be a Film in 5 review coming out shortly on the YouTube channel, so do check that out when it comes. So make sure you subscribe so you know when it comes.
Good idea.
And really great fun. Really great fun.
Brilliant. Well, like you say, I mean, the video games were classic. I think it was the first video games to use photorealistic graphics. And I mean, how does it measure up to the 90s movies? Because I remember them being particularly terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the 90s movies were terrible. I know they've become kind of, especially the first one, a kind of a cult classic since.
Sure. Yeah.
Because of the cheesy nature. It's one of those kind of films, but it's much, much better than that. I think it's now the time that you can kind of do those kind of movies justice.
Yeah.
The budgets are there, the effects are there, etc., etc. So there's some care and love been put into it, but it's not a perfect movie. And I imagine it will split audiences, and there'll be people who will hate this.
Sure,
but I think those
You're
who
not
are
one of them, though.
No, I think those who are fans of the game and fans of the genre will like it. It's a fun Saturday night movie. Get some popcorn, have a laugh with some friends. It is that kind of thing.
So,
Then
are you a
Sub-Zero
or a Scorpion type guy?
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage was based on Van Damme, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. It's basically a rip-off, yeah.
Because I remember when the game came out and he had these like black cycling shorts and the red sash, and I thought, oh, that's just Van Damme out of Bloodsport.
Yeah. They originally wanted to make the film based on Van Damme in those movies, and but they couldn't get the rights, so they just decided to rip it off anyway and do their own thing, kind of thing. But it's probably made it more fun.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's talk about it then. We stayed up all weekend, all weekend or Sunday night to watch the Oscars.
Felt like all weekend.
It did. It goes on quite a while, doesn't it? 4 or 5 hours of your life dripping away.
And for us, it was like a night shift. I didn't stop typing all night. I was like, half watching it, half tweeting.
It was full on. Of course, you can check out we were blogging as it goes along. All that is there on our website as it happened. We kind of covered all the way from the red carpet till the end. So you can go and check that out. There'll be a link in the description down below. And of course, all our tweets are still there on our Twitter. So do join us on Twitter. More movies for you. I thought we'd start off and just have a look. We made predictions last week on the movie show. So I thought we could just go through them and see.
Let's do that. See
what
how
points we got. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember us breaking even, roughly.
So, best supporting actor, you chose Daniel Kaluuya, and I picked Lakeith Stanfield. Daniel Kaluuya won, obviously, for Judas and the Black Messiah. So that's a point to you, Greg.
Nice. Yeah. Well, it was between those two. To be honest, I would have preferred Lakeith Stanfield to win it. He looked so super cool that night. Did you see his outfit? Of course you did. It was fantastic. The guy looked amazing. Obviously pleased for Daniel Kaluuya to win as well as the British guy there. A great performance from both of them in a fantastically, amazingly powerful, great film.
It was, yeah, well deserved.
But, that speech, that acceptance speech, it almost got to the point of becoming a little bit bacon there.
Oh, it did. It was very strange.
I mean, when it cut to his mum and she's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Mentioning the whole, I think he probably had a little bit of...
Wacky.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man?
Cocaine.
You know something about cocaine?
Maybe not. Maybe he just had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, he had a few beers. Bit nervous. Mentions mum and dad having sex.
Like, it's incredible. My mum met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you understand? I'm here. You know what I mean? So...
We then had Best Supporting Actress. I went for Yun Young, and you went with Olivia Colman on this.
Okay.
And Yun Young won, of course. She'd won BAFTA. Dave. So I get a point for that one.
Bing.
And that was a nice... I think that was the best speech of the night. It was very funny.
She was great. That whole thing with her and Brad Pitt. So cute. It's so cute. They make such a lovely couple.
Oh, she's such a star, isn't she? I love her.
Oh, she's brilliant. Yeah, she's got a real good personality, sense of humour, very funny, memorable.
But we didn't have Best Director. We both picked Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
She, of course, won for Nomadland, so we get a point apiece there.
Nice.
Well deserved, as we'd said. Second woman to win. Best Picture, which weirdly was done before the Best Actor and Actress award this year. This is
one thing I've got to say about this year's ceremony that I did not agree with. Best Picture at the end is a tradition. It's like that's what you wait for, and it seemed to me that some of the order of quite a few things were a bit like, what? Why have they done this? Why is it
was all over the place.
Crazy,
very strange, but. I picked Sound of Metal, and you went with Nomadland. I kind of expected Nomadland was going to win, and it did. So you get a point there. It is a great film.
It is. It's cool.
I caught up with it the other day.
Sound of Metal. I thought they were all strong in that category this year.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely, more temperate.
Then we've got the end of the show. So we had Best Actress. This was the first kind of throw-off. I went for Carey Mulligan from Promising Young Woman, and you went for Andra Day.
Did you see her?
They all looked stunning, didn't they, in their dresses?
Coleman Domingo, the pink suit. Whoa!
Wow. That was the winner of the evening. And the other winner of the evening was the young boy from the Minari.
From Minari, he was cool. He was giving it
cool, sweet little thing. He was
bless him. I thought dreams are coming true there. It's really
exactly. Good. How lovely. But surprise winner, really. Frances McDormand won for Nomadland. So neither has got a point. Kind of threw us this one.
Yeah, it did. I mean, looking at it now, I think, it won Best everything. It was Nomadland's year, really, at all the awards so far. So, not a great surprise that she won it, but I just didn't think of it. I thought, yeah, it's a great performance. But I think because she's won a couple of times before, and it was such an understated performance, I kind of didn't consider it. And I'm looking at like Andra Day playing Billie Holiday and thinking, oh, this debut performance, it was so on the pulse. It was just so right there. I wanted to win. And then, no, it was Frances McDormand. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Good
little...
on her. I do like her. I am a fan.
Yeah, she's a great actress, and it was a great performance, and it's a great film, and all of that. It's not like it's undeserved, as we've said about all these ones. I don't think any of them were undeserved. It was just kind of, I think there was other performances in there I would have picked over it personally.
Yeah.
But very good.
There we go. Yeah.
And then the big controversy of the night, as it went down, was Best Actor that finished the night. Strange they organised this around. I'm guessing they did this because they thought that Chadwick was going to win. And they thought it was going to be some emotional end to the show. That backfired on them greatly. I went for Gary Oldman and Mankin. You went for Chadwick.
I thought Chadwick Boseman was going to get it.
If I was a betting man, I would have gone for Chadwick. To be honest, that was where the force on Twitter was behind, wasn't it? And in the kind of atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't personally think that was the best performance out of all the listed ones myself.
No,
but that was
I watched,
feeling, wasn't it?
I watched The Father earlier in the day on Sunday, having not seen it beforehand. Seen Ma Rainey's Black Bottom quite a couple of times beforehand. Loved it. Loved Chadwick Boseman in it. Loved Viola Davis in it and everybody else. It was a really good film. But having watched The Father on the Sunday, I was really, really moved by that film. And Hopkins did pull another incredible performance out of the hat for that one. So
a career best performance, really.
When it ended up, it did go to him. As I probably said on one of the earlier pods as well, if it goes to the old boy, I'll be pleased about it. And I was. I thought, great. Yeah. He's 83 years old. He's the oldest ever recipient of an Academy Award.
That's it. It is. It's amazing. His second, of course, after Silence
and he's a Welsh giant. He's an absolute legend. He's, come on.
And I want to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who's taken from us far too early. And again, thank you all very much. I really did not expect this. So I feel very privileged and honoured. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because it is well deserved. It was a fantastic performance. Yeah. It just kind of blindsided us all a little bit. They were all fantastic performances. It was a very difficult category to choose, really.
Yeah.
Because I was fans of a lot of the different performances for different reasons.
Yeah.
I think
Riz Ahmed would have been a great
it would have been a great pick because he was fantastic in that.
He was, yeah.
Gary Oldman was great as usual.
Yeah,
it's like he always turns up.
But didn't he win it the other year for doing that Churchill thing?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, so
he did.
Sit on your ass and stay there, Gary.
My deepest thanks to the Academy and its members.
But, it was difficult. I think people just got caught up in the emotion of the reason behind Chadwick's nomination, and of course, because he's no longer with us. And I think...
Well, you can't just give it to him just because he died.
Exactly.
Because Heath Ledger got it for the Joker. There's this thing in people's minds that, if you die before the Oscars come out and you're a youngster, maybe you'll get the Oscar. But it's just one of those things. I mean, the guy was nominated, It makes me think sometimes, I don't want to be too cynical about it, but when I see some people complaining about it and I think, have you even watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom?
Yeah.
Have you even bothered to watch that film?
It is. It's difficult sometimes.
Or The Father, slating Anthony Hopkins for not going it.
And not even seeing it.
And they probably haven't even seen it. And it's, anyway. Yeah. People are always going to moan it. Even if Chadwick Boseman had won, there'll be people moaning that other people didn't win. There's always going to be a kickoff. But I think most sort of level-headed people would say, yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, and actually the family have come out this week and said, he would have been happy just to be nominated. So
sure, who wouldn't? It's a great honour to just be shortlisted out of all of those films, all those performances, and you're nominated down to 5-6 people. It's wonderful.
Yeah. But there we go. So
there we are.
So I got 2 points out of 6. You got 3 out of 6.
Ooh, not bad. We were both all right. We broke even. Other highlights, obviously, we had Glenn Close's Chicky Chicky dance.
Oh, hilarious. Just, what was she doing? I don't know. But funny.
I was more disturbed by those gloves. Like I said to you on the night, it's like she's a contract killer or something. And
it's Cruella de Vil turn back up, you know.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil.
We had, of course, Harrison Ford coming out to present an award. That was brilliant.
Yeah, the old duffer still going. At least he didn't get too blazed this time, and he was able to actually read what was on screen. I've seen him sometimes, and it's like he doesn't know what day of the week it is. He's been on the edibles, you know what I mean? He's like,
what's going on, man?
I'll point at somebody and say something.
I thought it was funny how he read the editing notes that the studio passed for Blade Runner on the stage. It
was good, wasn't it?
Why is this voiceover track so terrible?
And of course, there was a very strange moment where, for some reason, they decided to start playing Name That Tune in the middle of the award ceremony.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
And it was bizarre and awkward, and I couldn't quite understand what went through their heads. It almost
made it into like a sort of a small house party then. You know, like they're all sitting in someone's living room and having a go at the karaoke. But
so you're a tough guy, a semi-aquatic rough guy.
Whatever, you know, you got to try these things. I understand that because it was a new format. They didn't have the big song and dance numbers that they'd usually have, and that, so they had to try something. And I thought fair enough. I liked the setup. I liked the room. It was really light and bright, and you know the way they spread them all out. You know, considering all things being considered, you know, with the pandemic, I thought they did a good job of it. I wasn't against it. I thought it was pretty cool. Well, there we go. That's the Oscars for another year.
That's the Oscars up and done with. The one thing that drops during the Oscars, which was very exciting for both of us, was the trailer for the new West Side Story.
Wow, film. I wasn't expecting that.
Stunned.
I was, and you know, I didn't watch it again until we recorded our reaction.
Yeah, and you can check that out in the next few days here on the YouTube channel, so do keep an eye out on the channel, subscribe, etc., so you can see it dropping, and we'll talk about it a bit more in depth. But very excited, aren't we? Steven Spielberg, one of our favourite musicals, back to the screen.
One of our favourite directors.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. I can't wait.
We'll go see it. We'll go to the theatre.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the first ones, I think.
And if we still have to wear our masks by then, no one will know it's us singing out a tune. There's a place for us.
Somewhere a place for us.
So as mentioned, we've done a couple of reviews ourselves this week. As I said earlier, got the Film in 5 for The Father. That's up on the YouTube channel here. We've put a link below in the description. Dave, you've been taking a look at One Night in Miami.
I have. There's a Film in 5 up now and a review on the website for really powerful film. It was obviously nominated for a few Oscars. It didn't pick up anything really, but it's a very, very good film, very powerful. So I've got a review up for that. So do check that out.
Cool, check it out. Again, it's in the description. That's it. Damn right. Also, the usual weekly history post we've got up there, which is full of fun facts, births, deaths, and events that have happened in the movie industry this week. Again, link in the description. We also put up our reaction this week to the trailer for Initiation, which is a forthcoming slasher horror. It's a little bit like Scream crossed with, what would you say, by the look of it? With Animal House. Scream plus Animal House, you get Initiation. Again, link in the description below.
Thanks. I needed that.
We have, of course, continued to do our movie of the day. Let's check out a couple of those now.
A man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
Today's movie is The Godfather, starring Marlon Brando. He won the Best Actor Oscar for this one. He didn't want it. He gave it back. Completely crazy. Today's movie of the day is a classic British espionage thriller. It's based on a novel by John le Carré. It stars Gary Oldman, Colin Firth, John Hurt, Tom Hardy, Mark Strong, Toby Jones, Kieran Hines, Benedict Cumberbatch and Kathy Burke. It is, of course, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. Who's plucking the banjo here?
So you can see them on our TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can check them out there. We do them every day.
That's it. We're all on social media, so do come join us on all of them, really. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, More Movies For You, on Facebook as well, if that's your thing. And come join us. Come say hello.
We also have a backlog of loads of reviews and articles on the website at moremovies.co.uk. So if film is your thing and you're interested in it, then maybe go and check out the website, have a look what we've got up there. It's quite a lot of articles now. We're over 100 articles, I think, now. We've been going since, about May last year? Almost a year, almost.
Yeah, well, there we go. There's another week. Rounded up.
Fantastic.
The Oscars has bookended the year, so now it's for another 12 months of fun. More movies now. Kind of moving out of Oscar season now, so there'll be loads of fresh movies, summer blockbusters and stuff like that coming out. So that's exciting times ahead.
That's it. We'll have our eye on what's coming out, so keep your eye on us. Join us each week for the weekly podcast, More Movies Weekly. Every Friday, goes out 6 p.m. on YouTube. You can catch it on the channel at any time. Check out the back episodes. We also did the movie show last year. We've got a load of episodes there where we covered all sorts of fun stuff over the course of a few months. So I'd say they're worth checking out as well. Of course, the reaction videos, reviews, all sorts. More movies for you. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. Remember to like, share and subscribe right here on YouTube and press the bell icon for notifications. You can see more of our news, reviews and articles on our website, moremovies.co.uk. And be sure to follow us on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them at More Movies For You. Remember, if you enjoy our content, you can support us at buymeacoffee.com, link in the description. And to check out more of our fantastic content, click on one of the buttons on screen now.